Hello students, today we will learn about how to find out Z parameters for a given network. Let's take an example for this. Look at this question. Find Z, Y, H and ABCD parameters for the given network. In this lecture, you will learn firstly about finding Z parameters. In further lectures, we will discuss about how to find Y, H and ABCD parameters. Now, before finding out Z parameters, what we need to do is we need to decide the method by which we have to find the Z parameters. So this can be done using Kirchhoff voltage law. So we will solve this using or applying KVL to this network. And to apply KVL to this network, we firstly need to assign loop currents to the loops in the given network. So, as it can be seen, I1 is already mentioned as a current for loop number 1. I2 is already mentioned as a current for loop number 2. So, we will draw a circuit showing assigned loop currents. So look at this. I1 is shown as a current for loop number 1 and I2 is shown as a current for loop number 2. And then we have assigned I3 as a loop current for the middle loop. Now we will start applying KVL to this network. So look at this. If I apply KVL to loop number 1, I get V1 is equal to 3I minus 2I3. Similarly, if I apply KVL to loop number 2, I get V2 minus 2 in bracket I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. So which ultimately comes to be V2 is equal to twice of I2 plus twice of I3. Now, if I apply KVL to loop number 3, I get minus 2 in bracket I3 minus I1 minus I3 minus 2 times I3 plus I2 is equal to 0. The terms can be rearranged and the terms of I3 can be brought together, I1 can be brought together and then terms of I2 can be brought together to get ultimately minus 5I3 plus twice I1 minus twice I2 is equal to 0, which leads to I3 is equal to 2 by 5 I1 minus 2 by 5 I2. So look at this equation. See, this is an equation wherein I3 is obtained in terms of I1 and I2. Now this equation C can be substituted in equation A and B in places wherever there is I3. So look at this. When I substitute equation C in equations A and B, what I get is I get V1 in terms of I1 and I2, which can be referred to as equation D, and then I get V2 in terms of I1 and I2, which can be referred to as equation E. Now if I compare equations D and E with the Z parameters equations, which are V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. It ultimately means that L1 by 5 is the value of Z11, 4 by 5 is the value of Z12. Similarly, if I compare the equation V2 with Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, 4 by 5 must be the value of Z21 and 6 by 5 must be the value of Z22. So that is why I can write the impedance matrix as this. I hope this is understood. Thank you.